Joining us now here on The Fan, Stephen Jones here talking Cowboys Week 7, hosting the Commanders, 3:25 on Sunday. And a good afternoon, sir. How the heck are you?
Doing good. Good afternoon to you guys.
Hey, is everything going to be okay with Trevon Diggs? I was concerned for him.
Well, we certainly think so, but he's not going to be able to play this weekend.
Everybody else getting healthy, though?
I think so. We had a good week of practice. Guys stepping up, getting better. In particular, obviously, with CeeDee and Turf and Booker, all really had a good week of practice and going to be able to get out there and play for us. And even some of the guys who aren't going to be ready this week are making big progress and could start the clock and practice starting next week, guys like BB and Overshown.
Well, that's certainly exciting. I mean, how much better can this offense get? And statistically, it's been third best since Lamb went out.
Well, hats off to Coach Schottenheimer and Clayton and the whole crew. Shimko, our quarterback coach, they're just doing a great job. And then, obviously, I think our quarterback's playing as well as anybody in the league. Certainly, guys stepped up when we lost guys. George Pickens, obviously, playing, tops. Certainly, Flournoy stepped up with the receiving group. And then, of course, Ferguson's been steady all year. And then as a group, the offensive line group is, next man up. And, it's going to be great. We'll have 4 of our 5 starters out there ready to roll now and hopefully get our starting center back sooner than later.
Any limitations for CeeDee on Sunday, or is he full go?
We don't see any limitations. I think he's ready to go. And, the competitor he is. He's shaking off the rust a little bit, but I saw him out here after practice with jugs, and he's ready to go. He loves to compete, and he's ready to get out there.
Stephen, we hear the word execution a lot about on defense and stuff. When you sit down and watch the tape and you see your defensive coordinator send a safety down in the hole and it should be a negative play or a tackle for loss and you miss a tackle, it's a 9-yard run, how much of that has been really what this defense has happened to this defense this year?
Well, I'd use 2 things. I'd use execution and then, of course, I'd also use consistency. I think we've been inconsistent. I think, at times we've flashed and shown some things that we can do, whether it's against the run or the pass. And then at times we've been inconsistent and not very good. And I think we just have to continue to go out there and work hard every week, every practice, and get better. And I think we feel like we had a good week of practice this week. I know Coach Schottenheimer, Jerry and I just met with the staff, and they were real pleased with the week of practice. And now we got to go out there and we got to consistently execute.
Stephen, you talked about you just met with the staff, and this has got to be a difficult situation for you guys at wide receiver. Are you looking to get all those guys inactive and maybe go short somewhere else, or how are you going to navigate your wide receiver room this week?
Well, it's a good group, and one of the things Coach Schottenheimer said early is you do want guys fresh when you need to win the game in the fourth quarter, which is what the NFL is all about most of the time. And so I think one of the important things will be to, use guys like Flournoy and Tolbert, throughout the game so that we can have guys like CeeDee and Pickens and Turk fresh when that fourth quarter hits. And obviously we've gotten confidence that those guys can go out and do the job as well. And I think Flournoy's been outstanding. And then, of course, we'll have a big physical receiver coming back, probably not this week, but probably next in Mingo. So real pleased with that receiver room. And I think Coach Schottenheimer, Junior, those guys have a great plan as to, what the future is going to look like with that group.
With Diggs being out, is that just more Kyer Elam probably in the back end?
Well, we got several of them. We got Traquez and Caitlin Carson's coming up. So we'll have a group out there that we had a really good week of practice. We're really confident that they understand what to do and how they're going to execute out there, and they'll get the job done.
Stephen, you mentioned how well Dak's playing, and I think we all agree he's playing some of the best football of his career. When you see him performing at the level he is, does that add any extra emphasis to try and maybe improve the roster in some way or another?
Yeah, I would say this: we're always looking to improve the roster. If we can find the right situation where it makes us better, then we're going to be looking at it. And we got our process as to how we work the phones and understand what's available out there. And certainly, if we feel like there's a move that would make a difference for us and make us better, then we'll certainly be looking at it, because we do. I agree with you. I mean, this offense is obviously, playing at the highest level. They're ranked number one in the league in a lot of categories, and certainly with Dak and his leadership and the group that's around him, they've shown that, they can move the ball against good defenses as well. So we'll certainly continue to look at that and see if there's other things that can help us as a team.
Is there any truth to a report that came out earlier this week about possibly looking at hunting some running backs to add to the roster?
No, we feel good about the running back situation. I think Blues, he's cutting his teeth and coming along, but he brings something that's very unique. And then we like the other group, behind them as well. Obviously, Hunter's steady as a fullback / short down runner. And then, we've always been a fan of Malik Davis. And as we all know, we have Maffa, our draft pick, who, we really like as well, that's on IR and eligible to return.
Our team's calling about your backup offensive lineman that had performed so well.
Well, we won't get into the details of exactly who's calling on what, but certainly I will say this: those four guys stepped up in a big way. Hats off to them, and hats off to the coaching staff as well as getting them prepared as a group.
With McLaurin and Samuel possibly out, how much more of an opportunity is this to pick up a big divisional win?
Well, anytime you're playing a divisional team, it's big. I mean, you got to win, go anywhere in this league, you got to win your division, and it all starts with beating your divisional opponents. Obviously, we've got a relationship there with Dan, but we need to go out there and get a win. And it'd mean a lot here, obviously, at AT&T Stadium, where we have the greatest fans, to go out there and play really well and win a game would be big for this football team right now.
How impressive you been with Schottenheimer, just the details of trying to navigate the sun situation at AT&T Stadium?
That takes the scientists to figure that out. No, in all seriousness, you need a sundial during the day or whatever you do. But no, we've got a good system in place with our football ops guys, and got a great feel for how that works. And he's all set for it. We actually talked about it, and it can be a home field advantage if we stay on top of it. And I can tell you, Coach Schottenheimer's on top of it.
Stephen, until things kind of turn around a little bit for your defense, how difficult is it to put this much pressure on your offense to maybe not even punt during a game?
No, I think that's their goal. If you would ask Dak and Coach Schottenheimer, is every time they get possession of the ball is to move the ball and get points. And so, that's just line number one. When you're lining up before each game is, to move the ball and score. So, I think Dak even said it in the press conference. It doesn't add pressure because that's what we expect.
Sure.
So no other details on how Diggs got hurt, huh?
Not at this point. We'll look into it, make sure everything's good, and we'll go from there.
We'll give him hell on Sunday, sir. We'll be pulling for you. Have a great afternoon.
Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a great weekend.